talk a little bit about auto insurance with Marianne Kernen. So, Marianne, why do I even need auto insurance?
Well, there's a couple of good reasons why. First of all, the state of California does require that if you operate a motor vehicle in the state, that you maintain liability. The minimum limits of liability are very low, in my opinion. They haven't changed in the 20+ years that I've been in the industry, but they are currently at $15,000 per person, $30,000 per accident for bodily injury, and $5,000 for property damage.
It sounds like I'll need more coverage than that. So what kind of protection can I get?
Well, higher limits are available. Basically, the sky is the limit. Our agency standard is we don't quote or write anything less than $25,000 per person, $50,000 per accident, and $25,000 property damage. That's really a starting point from our standpoint.
Okay, so what about physical damage to my own vehicle?
Okay. Physical damage coverage is in two sections. The first section would be comprehensive coverage. That would cover basically anything other than collision, such as a tree limb falls on your roof, or there's a fire, or your vehicle is stolen. Collision coverage is just that. You have a collision with another object, somebody else's property perhaps, or another vehicle. And the comp and collision deductibles the comp and collision coverage is subject to a deductible. Typically we see maybe $100 for comprehensive and collision at $500. If you take a higher deductible, you enjoy a reduction in premium.
Okay, so what about injuries I might receive in an accident?
Okay, there's a couple of methods to get reimbursed for injuries that either you or your passengers may sustain in a motor vehicle accident from your own policy. First of all, there's the medical payment section of the policy. It's a limit of coverage, typically beginning at $1,000. Again, the higher limits, $25,000 is available. That would be a no-fault coverage, so there wouldn't be any need to determine negligence or fault on anyone's part. It would pay to reimburse you for any medical costs that you sustain. It even pays for things like out-of-pocket expenses that aren't covered by a personal health insurance policy, such as deductibles or copays.
Okay. So what about someone who hits me that doesn't have insurance?
Okay. There is protection for you under your personal auto policy by means of the uninsured motorist coverage protection. This coverage would provide coverage for bodily injury to you or your passengers in the event that you have an accident with an uninsured motorist or an underinsured motorist, in that their coverage was not enough to pay for your injury sustained. And again, that would cover you and your passengers for bodily injury.
Okay, thank you so much for all of your information.
You're welcome.